Aging brings with it wisdom, experience, and often a deeper appreciation of life. But along with those gifts, our bodies also go through changes that are hard to ignore. One of the most significant shifts happens in our muscles. Tasks that once seemed effortless, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or rising from a chair, may suddenly feel heavier. Many people shrug this off as just aging, but science tells a different story. Much of this decline stems from something called anabolic resistance, and the right nutrition can slow it down dramatically. In this video, we'll explore why protein becomes more important after 60, why a humble nut may actually outperform eggs for seniors, and how adding just a handful of these power-packed foods can rebuild strength, protect independence, and enhance overall health. Why seniors need more protein than ever. When you cross the age of 60, your body undergoes anabolic resistance, a reduced ability to build and maintain muscle from the same amount of protein you used to consume in your younger years. This means that while you might feel like you're eating well, your muscles may still be starving for nutrients. Younger adults require about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. Seniors, however, need 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram, a 50% increase. For example, a 150-pound, 68-kilogram adult once needed approximately 55 grams of protein daily. After 60, that number jumps to 82 to 109 grams. Without this adjustment, many older adults develop sarcopenia, a condition of gradual muscle loss that affects nearly 27% of seniors. Sarcopenia doesn't just mean weaker arms or legs, it directly impacts mobility, balance, and independence. The good news? Research shows that when seniors meet these higher protein needs, they experience measurable improvements in strength, energy, and quality of life. The challenge is finding the right protein source that works with an aging digestive system. The protein power of nuts. When most people think of protein, foods like eggs, chicken, and beef come to mind. For decades, eggs were considered the gold standard because they contain all essential amino acids in the right proportions. But recent studies show that certain nuts can rival or even surpass eggs, especially for older adults. Here's how nuts stack up. Protein per ounce, approximately 28 grams. Peanuts, technically legumes but nutritionally similar to nuts, approximately 7.3 grams. Almonds, approximately 6 grams. Pistachios, approximately 6 grams. Cashews, approximately 5.2 grams. Walnuts, approximately 4.3 grams. At first glance, these numbers are impressive but not shocking. The real game changer is that pistachios are a complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids, the only tree nut to do so. A study measuring protein quality gave roasted pistachios a score of 83%, with eggs at 100%. That means pistachios come remarkably close to matching eggs in effectiveness. But protein numbers are only part of the story. For seniors, how the body absorbs and uses protein is equally important. Digestion and absorption. Why nuts may beat eggs. After age 60, digestion changes in 2 major ways. 1. Protein absorption declines by about 6%. 2. Stomach acid production can fall by up to 40%. This makes dense animal proteins, like eggs or red meat, harder to digest, often leading to bloating, gas, or discomfort. Many seniors don't connect these digestive issues with their protein sources. Nuts, on the other hand, are easier to tolerate because they contain fiber that slows protein release, creating a steady supply of amino acids throughout the day. Provide protein in smaller, more digestible doses. Imagine your muscles as a construction site. Eggs deliver one big truckload of materials in the morning, leaving workers idle later in the day. Nuts, however, act like smaller shipments spread out across the day, keeping the project moving steadily. Research shows that spreading protein intake evenly improves muscle maintenance compared to eating it all at once. More than protein, the extra benefits of nuts. Nuts aren't just about protein, they're nutritional powerhouses with unique compounds that support muscle health and overall aging. Anti-inflammatory and antioxidant support. Walnuts, highest in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, approximately 2.5 grams per ounce, reducing exercise-related muscle damage by up to 30%. Brazil nuts. Just one provides a full day's selenium, crucial for antioxidant defense against muscle-damaging oxidative stress. Almonds and pecans, rich in vitamin E and antioxidants that protect muscle cells during and after activity. Essential minerals for muscle function. Magnesium. About 50% of seniors are deficient. Brazil nuts provide 25% of daily needs in a single ounce, helping prevent cramps and weakness. Zinc. Found abundantly in cashews, vital for muscle repair and immune health. Potassium. Pistachios contain more potassium per serving than a small banana, helping prevent night cramps. Independence and physical ability. One long-term study found that seniors who ate 1.25 servings of nuts daily had 0.7 to 0.8% more muscle mass than those who didn't. While that might sound small, it's enough to determine whether someone remains independent or needs help with daily tasks. Another study found daily nut eaters had a 23% lower risk of physical disability. The weight myth. A common worry is that nuts, being calorie-dense, will lead to weight gain. However, a systematic review of 86 randomized controlled trials covering more than 500,000 participants found no evidence that nut consumption causes weight gain. In fact, nut eaters often have healthier weights than non-nut eaters. This happens because nuts are satiating. They curb hunger, reduce cravings, and encourage portion control naturally. A single ounce, about a handful, is usually enough, and it's easy to track without measuring cups. Practical ways to add nuts to your diet. The beauty of nuts is their versatility. They fit into almost any lifestyle, require no refrigeration, and can be enjoyed in countless forms. Here are some strategies for seniors. Morning boost. Add chopped almonds or walnuts to oatmeal or yogurt. Snack smart. A small handful of pistachios with tea or coffee mid-morning. Lunch upgrade. Sprinkle walnuts or pecans into a salad. Afternoon energy. Pair cashews with a piece of fruit. Post-exercise recovery. Almonds with fruit deliver the ideal protein-carb combo for muscle rebuilding. For dental issues, use nut butters, almond, peanut, or cashew, or soak to roast nuts for easier chewing. For those with swallowing difficulties, affecting about 15% of seniors, ground nuts or smooth nut butters can provide the same benefits without risk. Cost and convenience. Nuts might seem like a luxury, but they're actually cost-effective. A daily serving typically costs $1.50 to $2, roughly the price of 2 high-quality eggs. Store brands and bulk options often provide the same nutrition for less. Plus, nuts don't spoil quickly, don't require preparation, and can be kept in purses, cars, or desk drawers. Perfect for seniors with limited mobility or access to refrigeration. A simple weekly plan. To maximize variety and nutrients, try this rotation. Daily, peanuts, pistachios, or cashews for protein. 1 to 2 Brazil nuts daily, for selenium, but no more than 4 to avoid excess. Twice a week, walnuts for omega-3s. Occasionally, Pecans or macadamias for antioxidants and flavor variety. Consistency matters more than perfection. If you skip nuts one day, simply resume the next. Benefits build over time. The ripple effect of better nutrition. What starts with something as simple as a handful of nuts can trigger a positive chain reaction. 1. Better protein and nutrients. 2. Improved muscle strength and energy. 3. More physical activity. 4. Better sleep and mood. 5. Stronger social connections and independence. Seniors often report noticing changes within weeks. More energy for daily tasks, less fatigue, and greater confidence in balance and movement. Final thoughts. The journey of aging doesn't have to mean losing strength or independence. Science now shows that protein source matters less than total intake and distribution, and that nuts, particularly pistachios, offer a powerful, senior-friendly option. With their protein, fiber, minerals, antioxidants, and digestibility, nuts are more than just snacks. They're daily tools for preserving muscle, protecting mobility, and ensuring that your 60s, 70s, and beyond are filled with vitality. So next time you reach for a protein source, consider a handful of nuts. Small, steady changes in your diet can make the difference between simply aging and truly thriving.